takeoff. We got here 8:30, right?
Yeah, but they didn't open up until like 10.
Yeah, I just misread everything. I was like, oh, they're doing stuff at 8:30. No, they weren't.
You're lucky you were here.
I haven't left since. Charges, they don't charge fast, so I have to keep this going.
I feel like as soon as I leave, my dad is meeting all these friends with a bunch of kids. My dad was already talking to
Try learning the guitar.
That's the best thing I can do with t-shirts. I can make t-shirts that say like, so what's this one? What's this one way? It's 624. I can make a shirt with 6-24 big letters on that. Go picture of the strip and like Valdez and big letters and airplanes and such. And then I can do ones like
So you mean because they have Blake Hood hat now?
You can do it. Everybody does it, but I'll tell you what. Well, the thing is, the roads are narrow, and ask Chris first. Been doing 3 years now. First year. When you get on a Route 1, so Chris, nobody's behind me, nobody's in front of me. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Okay, let me know when I'm looking from the white line. So let me know. Okay, so I fire it up. Drive it. Let me know. Foot. Okay, there. Okay, that's not good. Your mirror's already out there. I said, okay. And I look straight down. I got maybe 2 feet right here. That's what it seems like. Yeah, just straight in front of me, just like okay, this is my sight picture from here on out. So now you're doing 60 to 80 flips. But anyways, it's scary when the big trucks go whizzing by you, going northbound, you go like this, and you'll see those guys. They'll pull over, they'll see you, and they'll pull over, and they're really good. But every once in a while, you see them piled up somewhere. I mean, if they go off that edge, it's scary, man. The roads are too narrow for the size of the trucks and the size of the trucks. I like California because I grew up in California. So pretty expensive now.
This is Melissa,
Your wife or
girlfriend.
I'm Melissa Chris. He made me famous for about maybe 25 minutes or so. But I've been shared hundreds of thousands of times.
Make spin-offs of the video. Like I'll make 8-minute versions.
Got from Wayne Kosher. I flew him out. He saw my airplane. Came down with another guy. Saw me build this cub, and he calls me up like just later. He goes, "Hey, that's fun."
I've seen it flying.
Yeah, and he goes, "Can I come down and do you?" I said, "Sure." So he comes down and drop dead gorgeous day. That's the day or something. It's just a beautiful day. And
Not a cloud.
no, I want to say it was like September.
There was a lot of colors.
It was September because I was done with it. So anyways, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. And I was like, we had the high tides. So I knew that the strips were going to be muddy where I duck any, that's where I want to go. And I go, I'm going to take them up, Grandview is train coming around turning around. And then it goes up to Grandview and then over to Seward. Goes up to the mountain right there. Just beautiful.
I've explained that place to like everybody I know and looked like 100 times.
Yeah, and so then
no roads, no people, no nothing.
yeah, you go down through there, and then there's a pass. And we cut through that pass, like glaciers right there. And you're flying over the glacier, and then you come down. You're on the snowy river. You fly down a little while, and then I landed on this gravel bar, and Wayne was there. It was 180. And so Wayne's like, you know, and he gets out, he's filming. Wayne and I are talking about how every once in a while the valley, the glacier blocks up, yeah, the glacier ice blocks off the river, so that it rises, and I found that lake. And then the lake just puts too much pressure on the ice, blows it out. The whole valley can go water, side to side of water. So Wayne's sitting there telling me this, and he's filming the whole thing.
When you took off, I followed you in the drone when you took off.
That was good.
That was a nice shot, so pretty.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I was going down to look at the moose. We found a big moose the next day.
Oh, did you?
Just on the other side of the road.
That's good.
Moose.
We got there, huh?
We didn't go in there because we would have been gone the next day. I think so.
That's nice area back
Yeah, I went back there and I camped with Wayne out there.
there. Same day?
Not that.
I think we were talking about that. That was nice.
Yeah, couldn't have gotten any better than that. Yeah, go on, you go on Facebook, go 1951 Super Cup, right?
It'll pop up.
And now remake. It's a YouTube, it's on Facebook.
I might have the tail number on it too, so my tail number too.
Yeah, he looks good, man. He's 78 or 79 this year. Looks great.
Road work, huh? You tried some cool ass stuff? They're still working, huh?
Always.
I drove this road a couple times.
Watson Reed.
Oh, yeah, Watson Reed.
Yeah, there it is. 1951 Mike Chico. I think this is the shortened version. That's it. You'll see Wayne and I talking. It's a great, yeah, he just got the luckiest day because it's so beautiful.
Some were free, some were
Toby's coming back here?
His camera died. His battery's dead.
Watch out.
So nobody's sitting here but me and 109 people right now.
there 9 people?
158, I mean. 158 right now watching on this.
Oh, you filming this?
No, they're filming them right now. 158 people watching them right now.
How can you tell that?
Just right here on my screen. I have it. So I'm broadcasting this live and filming it. So you can go to YouTube right now and it'll pop up on YouTube.
Here's the Helios. I used to fly those. Those are bad. Awesome.
The Helio Courier. They used to have a real nice one in Birchwood back when I was young. So I drive through Birchwood and
There's a company there. They're building it from scratch.
Oh, yeah, they had a real nice performing looking one there.
I don't think so.
What do I do with my water? Melissa, are you a photographer also?
I can take pictures, but no, not really. Not like this. I'm mostly just crew.
Yeah, and he gets to go all these cool things. Is he making any money with it on YouTube yet?
Just about. Yeah. We slacked off for the last summer. We were traveling. And
What?
he slacked off a little bit last summer, so pushed him back a little bit. Like this week, it should take off.
Does he have to reach so many people or something?
After a year, your watch hours will drop off for like a good video. So like the one you guys did that was long, you get a lot of hours for that. But then after 365 days, that time drops off and you have to get it back.
Yeah, so we gotta make another video for our years up again so I can keep my hours going.
You want to do a video of me putting the airplane afloat?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, just let me know and I can show up and film in the meantime. See the process.
That'll be in July.
See the pot, come help you do the process. So I come help you do the process, see what it's like, I guess. Do it in July. On your 180? Yeah, 185.
Yeah.
My husband saying, why you need to
Yeah, we'll make you famous.
For the phone, it dies all the time.
Because I
Everything dies.
got a couple hundred people on this phone watching right now.
Oh, 360.
How do you know that?
It tells me right on top of it. I got
No,
it.
but how does it know that I'm watching?
As soon as you click onto it, it'll tell me that you're watching.
Click onto what?
YouTube. As soon as the airplane's going, it'll get a couple thousand people watching, or a couple hundred more people watching.
So for the, maybe more than 10,000 YouTube gives you contribution?
Every 4 million views is like, every 1 million views is like $4 grand. I'm at 4.5 million. So that's what it is.
That's
4.5, so that means you just made 20 grand?
I would have, but I have to get my hours to a certain point. It's like getting vested in the union. So once you get all the way, all your 5,000 hours, then you get full pay. So right now I'm getting all this, but there's no pay because I'm not vested yet. I'm 250 hours away out of 4,000 hours.
But you can get off with like 2 or 3 good videos.
I'll be done after today. I'll have enough. It'll be enough
You
today.
get your rich with when I put my airplane afloat. Then you'll be making overtime, right?
Yep.
Then how much money can you make?
You know, a lot of people make. If you have a million subscribers, it's like having 10 of you working on the slope at once. So you can make big money. I don't know if you can make airplane money.
To the next Mr. Beast.
You know, Mr. Beast. Brett Baker just blew up.
What's the hold up there?
I don't know.
already got a GDPG item. We're running checklist.
Is this it? Only 3 planes? Where's all the planes at?
Huh?
Where's all the other planes?
There's 2 columns of them.
Oh, they already went down there. Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about ready for our first set of planes, our first flight to go. We have, I think, 43 aircraft participating today, so it's going to be a great day for the STOL competition. For this competition, we're going to turn it over to our fan favorites here. We've got, this is like the 4th or 5th year in a row now. And we've had Gabe and Abe up here, and they are our STOL specialists. So, gentlemen, welcome back to the 2025 VALDEZ Flying and Air Show. It is great to have you both here.
Great to be here, Dwight. Thanks for having us back. Beautiful day in VALDEZ. We're looking forward to seeing some good STOL competition here today.
Outstanding. Okay, we have our first competitors up. You've got the sheets. You have the show.
Yeah, so we'll get things rolling here. This is going to be our heavy touring category. We got 2 Helios and a 185. So this is going to be the 6-seat aircraft, 3,000-pound gross weight and above. We're going to kind of see kind of the top end of the category here. We've got a 395 up here first. The yellow is a 1955 Helio Courier 395. The white and blue is a 1972 Helio H295. And then our third contestant, Rod Hansen, is in a 1964 Cessna 185.
And Abe, you're kind of the specialist on these, so you'll pretty much be the guy on it. Why don't you tell them a little bit about Helio Alaska and what you do with them?
Yeah, so we're kind of bringing the Helio Courier back into production. So got a couple Helios out here today. These are old ones, but just kind of you'll see some interesting features on the Helio. It's got big flaps, big propeller. It's able to fly at really low airspeed, so we should see some pretty good numbers here in the heavy touring class.
Yeah, there's only a couple of ways to get an airplane airborne quickly, and that's horsepower and weight. These planes have both of those things in excess.
Now taxiing up for his first takeoff in the Helio 295. These 2 airplanes are very similar, almost configuration, even though they're manufactured 10 or 15 years apart.
这是在比赛，看谁在最短的距离起飞。
Got Rod Hansen now in a 1964 Cessna 185. Rod's also a longtime VALDEZ contestant. He's been here a number of years. Nice takeoff there by Rod Hansen. Not a ton of wind here today, so these are Seen some pretty good takeoff numbers here for the conditions, especially for the heavy touring category.
Yeah, it's a little light and variable. We're seeing that windsock out there kind of go back and forth, and with these kind of winds, we're going to see it help some people and not help some people so much. So it's going to be interesting.
So we got our first round numbers here. The first takeoff by Cody Hanneman in the yellow Helio was 173 feet. The second takeoff by Lucas Stutzer in the white and blue Helio was 152 feet. And for Rod Hansen, just waiting on his final number, 260 feet for Rod Hansen's first takeoff.
Yeah, those are definitely kind of longer than the norm. Usually we see those Helios take off and land in about 100 feet if there's any sort of assistance from wind.
Yeah, we got a little less wind than average, I'd say, right now, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Nice for us as spectators, but...
Yep. Definitely levels the playing field. It's not going to be the most spectacular numbers, but definitely a level playing field with the wind.
Overall, very good weather, though. All right, so our first three competitors are going to come back for their first landing. Everybody's going to do 3 takeoffs and landings. They're going to take their best combined score, and that's how we're going to tally up the final placings. So this first landing, everybody's probably just going to be trying to get on the board here, get something scored, not land short. Then second and third one, you know, they'll try to shave those numbers down a little bit.
And for those not familiar with the format, that line right there is you have to land with your tires over the line. If any pilot lands short of the line, that whole run is discarded and the numbers are not used for their final score.
Yep, and main wheels count, so tail wheel doesn't matter, just trying to get those main wheels over the line.
Cody's coming in here, looking pretty good. Floated a little bit, let's see if he can brake hard.
Looks like it's going to be about a 200-foot landing there for Cody Hanneman.
Very respectable for these planes. I mean, you look at these planes and they are big. This is the heavy touring class. These planes are routinely 4,000 to 5,000 pounds of metal that they're trying to bring to stop.
Yeah, most of these airplanes we've got here in heavy touring probably going to have an empty weight between 1,800 and 2,300 pounds. So these are really going to be the heavy haulers, you know, not small airplanes at all. Feet for Cody Hanneman's first landing. That gives him a combined total for the first round of 374 feet.
There's Lucas Stutzer on short final in that Helio. See if he can take a little bit off of Cody's numbers there.
So Lucas had a 152-foot takeoff. So he needs about a 150-foot landing here to be in first place.
He really has this thing mastered. Let's see. Oh, look at the smoke come off his tires.
Impressive landing there for Lucas Stutzer.
Really putting those bush wheels to the test.
Here comes Rod Hansen in the 185 for his first landing. Can't quite tell here, Gabe. Does Rod have wing X on there? Does he have wing extensions on this 185?
It's really hard to tell. We'll just have to see if there's anything sticking past the ailerons. Looks like he's probably got the kind of usual sportsman STOL setup on there.
And I think it looked like Rod was a little short on that one, so that's probably going to be a scratch on his first landing.
Without much wind on the nose, it's really, really hard to manage energy. You really don't have very much room for error when it comes to managing speed on these landings.
So 106-foot landing for Lucas Stutzer in the white and blue Helio, and a scratch for Rod Hansen, so that puts Lucas in the lead right now with a combined score of 258 feet. Cody Hanneman in second place with a combined score of 374 feet. Cody at the line now for his second takeoff. Looks like almost even turning into just a very slight crosswind here now.
You can hear those Geo 480s really spool up. Hey, what do those things turn for RPM?
Yeah, so it's a geared engine. So the engine's turning 3,400 RPMs, props turning 2,200. Yeah, they got oleo suspension. See the gear really untuck once it starts to get light. Rod Hansen now on the Cessna 185 for his second takeoff. So second takeoff distances here, Cody Hahnemann 195 feet, Lucas Stutzer 133 feet, shaving about 20 feet off his first takeoff. And then Rod Hansen's second takeoff, just waiting on the final number here. 218 feet for Rod Hansen.
Really respectable numbers for that 185. These Helios are definitely built STOL aircraft. You know, they're almost ideal for this class. Seeing somebody do similar numbers in a 185 is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, that is, you know, it all comes down to pilot skill for sure. All right, so Cody had a first round landing distance of 201 feet. He's coming in on final now, so probably be looking to see if he can shave a little bit off of that.
This is a little bit different approach. You know, usually we'll have kind of two approaches. They'll either be really high and on a glide slope, or they'll kind of try to drag it in low and slow and try to get all the energy out before getting the tires on the ground. Cody's kind of using the latter here, using the drag of the plane and modulating with power where he's going to touch down.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to try to kind of float in on ground effect here. Just really try to, timing is the,
yeah, that's how it goes. Timing is so crucial with that kind of approach.
So we'll have a scratch there for Cody's second landing. That's kind of the key there with that, you know, the drag it in approach. You know, it's all timing. You know, really trying to get across that line before you pull the power out.
You got zero buffer right there. You know, he's got every ounce of energy on that plane, and it's just barely hanging in the air. So when you pull that throttle back, it's got to be over the line.
Yeah, and that's really the, I mean, those are the two kind of styles we're going to see here today. You're going to have the steep approach, you know, trying to soak up a lot of that vertical component of energy. And then you're going to have kind of the slow, drag it in, shallow approach.
And you'll see it vary from plane to plane. You know, some of these newer planes with the long travel suspension, you can really just fly them right into the ground and do really well.
Yeah, as much of that landing energy is, you know, is in vertical component, doesn't really transfer to the landing roll.
Lucas with his usual impressive landing, getting on those brakes.
Looks like that one's going to be a little bit longer, maybe about 125.
You can just see those Behringer brakes are just absolutely locking those tires up. And that plane's got to be 2,500 pounds in its current weight.
Yeah, right now, yeah. So that's about 2,350 empty. So plus pilot, cool. One thing you'll notice about the Helio, the landing gear is really far forward, so you can really use maximum braking. You know, there's very, very low risk of nosing over.
Very similar concept to the Crafter's 3x3 here. You kind of get the weight back behind the gear.
Yeah, this guy's been doing great.
Good spot there by Rod Hansen.
He's hitting his spot, but yeah, it just flies a little faster than those Helios, so it's hard to brake as much.
Looks like the wind might be coming back a little bit, so guys might get a little bit here on the third round.
With all that flap out on the Helios, any little bit of wind is going to get into that wing and really help them out.
Yeah, another thing, I mean, you'll notice the leading edge slats on the front of the Helio wing, all automatic. They're controlled just by aerodynamically by angle of attack. So you'll see them kind of going in and out with the prop wash and changing angle on, you know, during rotation. So our second round numbers here for Cody Hahnemann, we had a scratch on second landing. Lucas Stutzer, 128 feet, second landing. And then Rod Hansen, 300, second landing. So Lucas Stutzer is currently still in first place with a combined score of 258 feet. We got Cody Hahnemann at the line now for his third takeoff, looking to beat his best takeoff so far of 173 feet.
This is the make or break. This is the third and final scored round, so this is going to be the numbers that are either going to make the winner or not. So.
Yeah. Luckily, all three competitors have recorded a score at this point.
Takeoff from Cody there, using all that power to keep the plane in the air.
Yeah, with those big flaps on the Helio, you'll kind of notice once it accelerates a little bit, the gear will lift, the whole airplane will just kind of lurch up, and then it'll just kind of take off in a level attitude.
There's not much difference between the technique and the two Helio pilots. I mean, they're both just using the aircraft's power and angle of attack to get it off the ground, but we'll see different numbers.
Rod Hansen now for his third takeoff.
Come on, Rod. Got it.
Around the 200 mark.
Again, very impressive for something that doesn't have all that wing and power of the Helios. I mean, his timing has to be immaculate to get that plane in the air at 200 feet.
All right, so third round takeoff distances. Cody Hahnemann in the yellow Helio, 190 feet. Lucas Stutzer in the white and blue Helio, 121 feet. And Rod Hansen in the white and blue Cessna 185, 213 feet. Got some of our light touring competitors now taxiing out. We got Steve Spence here in the green bean, 172.
Infamous green bean. This plane is incredible to see.
Let's give him a wave. Yeah, you don't want to miss that one. He does some incredible stuff in that straight tail 172.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that's for?
It must be filled with helium the way that thing flies.
Dave, I do not know what he does, but it is incredible.
Just goes to show you can kind of run what you brung, and you know what? At the end of the day, a lot of it comes down to pilot skill.
I really like the way they keep.
Yeah, I think that's really the fun part. I mean, it's just seeing somebody fly their airplane well. I mean, that's kind of what it's all about.
Those straight tall tails, I love them.
All right, Cody Hahnemann coming in for his third and final landing. Cody's shortest landing so far is 201 feet.
It's keeping a little bit more energy in compared to last time.
It's looking pretty good. Yeah.
Yep, there we go, chop and drop, use the suspension.
That's going to be short.
That is impressive. You can see the 150 foot cones there. He's just short of those, so that's a real competitive number.
All right, nice work, Cody. So 142 feet for Cody's third and final landing there. That's his best landing.
Here's Lucas Stutzer on short final. It's always impressive to see what he's going to do here. Right past the line. Look at that spot landing.
good timing.
My God.
It's going to be under 100 feet. 2 digits for sure.
I mean, that just goes to show you it's a lot of it, when it comes down to it, is pilot skill. You've got 2 identical planes here, and Lucas is just, he's a monster in that plane.
A lot of people,
Yeah, Lucas has really got this thing dialed in.
I didn't expect
He's competed at Valdez the last 5 years in a row.
Give him a wave there.
He's definitely got that plane dialed in. 93 feet for Lucas Stutzer's second landing. That's going to put him in first place with a combined score of 214 feet.
Using that dragging it in technique here. A little bounce, and he's on the brakes.
Might be just out the back.
the light ones. I don't want to see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. But there's another room.
All right, so that concludes our heavy touring category. Results are going to be first place, Lucas Stutzer in the white and blue Helio, combined score 214 feet. Cody Hanneman in the yellow Helio, combined score 332 feet. And Rod Hansen in the 185, combined score 518 feet. Next up, taxiing out here, we've got our light touring category. We've actually got enough competitors that we're in heats, so this is just heat one of light. We'll have one more, they'll be scored together. So we'll keep all the scores from heat one, and then we'll wait and do heat two, and then we'll actually pick 1, 2, and 3 at the end of heat two.
Light touring is going to be these planes that fall into about the, what do you think, about 1,400 pound, maybe 1,500 pound empty category. Typically have 4 seats, but are obviously somewhat smaller than the heavy touring planes. They're going to have 300 plus horsepower. They're sitting around usually 200, 250 horsepower. So kind of a nice medium ground between the Super Cubs and the Cessna 185s and Helios.
So up first here, we've got M5 235 that just took off. Up next, we got Steve Spence, the Cessna 172, the green bean. Keep an eye on this takeoff. Steve's got a 180 horsepower 0360 engine in here. I believe he's also got wing extensions, Sportsman STOL kit, big tires.
And the biggest mod of all, original paint. Tail, they're really getting a workout on his takeoffs.
That's going to be the shortest takeoff we've had in the competition so far, and it's probably going to stay the shortest until we get all the way down to the light sport guys. So first takeoff. So this is Jesse Updike in a Cessna 172.
And those 172s are no slouch. I mean, they're kind of your common training aircraft, but you know, with a good stick and behind the controls, they can really perform.
So next up here, we got Mark Failing in a Cessna 150.
Now this is really fascinating. This is the smaller brother of the 172, less horsepower. Horsepower working for him, just kind of clawing off before that 300-foot mark.
Actually, very impressive takeoff. I mean, think about, 100 horsepower.
It really is. You look at the book numbers on some of these planes, and something a 172 is going to have about a 700-foot takeoff and landing per the book. So to see something less than half of what the book numbers are is incredible to see.
Yeah, I mean, we're operating light, but I mean, it's people getting a lot more out of their airplane for sure. All right, so first round takeoff numbers here. First up, we had Gary Haas in that orange and white Mall M5, 285 feet. Next we had Steve Spence in the 172 Green Bean, 81 feet. Next was the second 172 flown by Jesse Updike, 143 feet. And finally, Mark Failing in a Cessna 150, 269 feet.
I got this MAL M5 on approach. They're a little bit faster approaching plane.
Oh
Yeah, I didn't
my.
like that one. Just a practice run there.
Just get that one out of the way. Circle back and do it again.
I think I heard backfiring. Like, what
So that's going to be off the back for Gary Haas. We got Steve Spence now on final coming in for his first landing. 81-foot takeoff.
That's the first time I've ever
Steve's
seen
going to be
that
looking
happen.
for something about 100 feet for landing. I mean, pretty incredible. One of the advantages of a nose wheel airplane, obviously, is being able to maximum braking without worrying about nosing over. So I'm looking for him to come in with real low energy and just maximum braking.
Yeah, all he's got to do is just hit his mark and then jam the brakes, and we'll see what he can do here. Almost exactly
Right on the line.
Ooh, that's a good number.
Just textbook work here by Steve Spence. All right, got Jesse Updike on short final now in the Sweptail 172. Jesse had a very respectable 143-foot takeoff. So we'll see what we get for landing here.
Little bit
Little
short.
short.